Good evening, folks. My name is Amiibo Jason, and welcome to the Daily Wiretap for the evening of March 14th, 2017. The Daily Wiretap wraps up all of the day's biggest Nintendo stories, as seen on NintendoWire.com, so you don't have to. So without further ado, let's get moving into today's episode. First up this evening, the Splatoon 2 Global Testfire is ready to download. The Splatoon 2 Global Testfire is ready to go on the Nintendo Switch eShop in preparation of the March 24th Testfire event. For those who cannot wait to get their hands on Splatoon 2 early, you can start your journey with the Global Testfire starting March 24th. On that day, there are two sessions, one from 12 p.m. to 12:59 p.m. Pacific Time, the second from 8 p.m. to 8:59 p.m. Pacific Time. There's another Testfire on the 25th, from 4 p.m. to 4:59 p.m. PST, and from 12 to 12:59 p.m. PST. And finally, the last Testfire event starts on March 26th, from 4 p.m. to 4:50 p.m. Pacific. The Testfire itself is roughly 400 megabytes, so if you're looking to download, make sure you have some space cleared up on your Switch or pick yourself up a memory card. Next up this evening, Nintendo has nearly met its goal of selling 2 million Switch units by the end of March. Both new and updated sales numbers for the Switch are finally coming in, and as expected, they're pretty good. Game Industry reports that 500,000 consoles were sold in the US and 360,000 were sold in Japan. Another 85,000 units were sold in the UK, and France alone saw 110,000 Switches sold. With these reports already showing high numbers, it appears as though Nintendo will be reaching its goal to sell 2 million consoles by the end of March, which is roughly 2 weeks away. Not surprisingly, the reason behind so many of the sales is the same. People wanted to play Breath of the Wild on the new Switch. A fact that leads us to another interesting statistic that comes in: 9 out of 10 people who picked up the new system also bought Zelda. A whopping 89% of buyers purchased the game, accumulating to 1.34 million sales. Now keep in mind that doesn't include the Wii U version of Breath of the Wild. With the newest Zelda title claiming first place in Nintendo's launch history, all of these stats aren't exactly shocking, but they are definitely welcome. Everyone here at Nintendo Wire wants the momentum for the Switch to remain strong, and we truly believe that's possible. Nintendo's been making rapid changes to its business model and practices over the last 2 years. Development of the first Nintendo theme park is underway at Universal Studios, a new film is in the works, the company's already made an imprint in mobile gaming history after releasing multiple new apps for devices in the last year alone, and third-party developers have been raving about Nintendo's newfound support for their games, quite possibly the most relevant change. The fact of the matter is, we could very well see the Switch catapult Nintendo into successful territory. And finally this evening, Tomorrow Corporation games hitting the Nintendo Switch this Thursday. Nintendo Switch owners will be able to stack goo, burn dolls, and manage menial labor later this week, as Tomorrow Corporation has confirmed World of Goo, Little Inferno, and Human Resource Machine will hit the system this Thursday, March 16th in North America. The 3 games were originally planned for launch, but they were pushed back a couple of weeks. You can check out their full respective eShop trailers on our full article found in the description below. And that's going to wrap up another fun-filled episode of the Daily Wiretap. As always, you can find a link to the full written article down in the description below. And if you're looking for more Nintendo news, head on over to NintendoWire.com, where we have more Nintendo news than we possibly know what to do with. So take it off of our hands. Until next time, later!